How's it going, guys? Normally I'm speaking Portuguese, but today is just it's a video in English, just basically um just documenting this part of my learning Portuguese journey. So I just came back from my Portuguese class that I have bi-weekly via Microsoft Zoom. This was pretty much like my last class because I told my Portuguese professor I was gonna take a break because I have school that I'm starting up in a couple of weeks, and I'm only making this video to give out the reality of learning Portuguese, and I have a long way to go. So this is episode 20 of my learning Portuguese journey. Episode 19, I basically posted a throwback of me having my Portuguese 1 oral exam. It was like for our final, we had to basically use what we learned or whatever. And, when I went and studied abroad, when I went to Brazil, when I went to Sao Paulo, I thought I was halfway there to mastering the language, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know everything. I would literally, like, when I would listen to a Portuguese speaker, listen to Brazilians out there, I would be listening to noun, verb. Like, as soon as I heard the noun and the verb and going off of context clues, I was able to pretty much understand what's going on. And I really thought I was so close to having a breakthrough and being fluent. After doing some studying, cause my Portuguese tutor basically said, like, cause I asked her, like, what level of fluency you think I'm on? She said I'm on A2. Like she said I'm like an A2 fluency. And that jump from A2 to B1 it's so different. It's so different because going from A1 to A2 was like so smooth. This A2 to B1 transition, this is so different. It's so different. Like, I could read some Portuguese. Like, if you were to give me a paragraph and I read it in Portuguese, I would be able to understand that. But then I watch a Brazilian movie and I'm watching it with no subtitles, and I'm like, I'm thrown off. I don't understand. And the things I do understand is like pieces of the puzzle. It's like walking in the dark. You got some fragments of light, but you're not really sure what is the big picture, right? You can see little things, like with the language. I can hear little things. I can recognize little things, but it's not to the point where it's something that I fully understand. And as I continue to study, because it was like when I went to Brazil, I was like, you know what, I'm pretty comfortable with these present tense conjugations. And then you realize, oh, there's past tense. And then there's some other stuff like hypothetical type of conjugations. And then you have these, it's just, oh my God. In Brazil, they told me Portuguese was a hard language, and I was like, and I told all the Brazilians, no, it's not. This is easy. And the more that I'm learning this, the more I'm like I'm not gonna be like, this is so hard, because anything that's worth it in life is gonna take effort. But yeah, this is a lot more than I expected, and I'm just like, it's like a mixture of disappointment and this is what I want to do in terms of emotions that I'm feeling about Brazilian Portuguese. Again, forgive me if I'm rambling, but like, I don't know. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna learn this language. I'm really doing the best I can. I feel like in São Paulo, being in Brazil, I was able to improve so much because I was around Brazilians every day. I was using Portuguese every day. I was hearing Portuguese every day. And I live in Tennessee. I live in Tennessee, and it's to the point where I'm ready to get out of here. You know what I mean? This is not a rant. This is just like I'm just trying to show you the side that the other YouTubers that talk about learning a language, I'm just trying to show what they don't show. You know what I mean? They show the, hey, this is, fine and dandy, sunshine and roses, and at least for me, it's not the case. For me, it's not the case about, yo, let's learn this language and be fluent in 90 days because I was able to study 15 hours a day. I have a job where I gotta work 8 hours a day and pay bills, and I got life, I got chores. Again, I'm not saying these things to complain. All of these things are a blessing, but man, I'm really trying. I'm really trying. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I bit off more than I can chew. I know I didn't. I believe in myself. But yeah, this is a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Cause the conjugations that Portuguese has, it's certain things that English don't have. Like English, yeah, it's a lot of things you have to remember, but once you get into the habit of hearing it every day, I feel like some of these things are a lot more natural. I don't know, man. Like I'm planning a trip to go to Rio. It's like I don't even know if I'm gonna be prepared for that. I don't know. Cause I'm learning Portuguese and I got life going on at the same time. I don't know, man. I'm just taking it one day at a time. Thank you to everyone that watches these videos. Thank you to everyone that gives me support. I really appreciate it. And hope you stay tuned for the next video. Até próxima.